Okay.
You know what? The smartest memory we made are the friends along the way. Like no, like dude, like no,
One Piece.
yeah, right. And he just like, oh, I have to not be arrogant. It follows literally the Top Gun motif down to like the and Top Gun is my favorite movie of all time. So when
What is going on, everybody? Back with another episode of the Holdover. I am Coop. That is CD in Austin. This Holdover. It's going to hold y'all over until the new episode on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. If you tuned into yesterday's episode of the podcast or the Holdover, go listen to that now. If you haven't, if you did, we were talking about some collectible things, some kits, video games, and a little bit of some Gunpla talk in there too, some workshops talk in the beginning. So make sure y'all check that out. We're going to pick up right where we left off, though, with that yesterday's episode or the Saturday's episode of the Holdover. We're going to talk about some rare kits and should they not reprint, and if so, what kits need to be reprinted. Austin was talking about the master grade. Oh, I don't know if there's a demand for it as much. What do you think goes off for the demand? You think they look at how like the O is at Barnes and Nobles? It's at these how can I put this? The high grade probably doesn't fly off the shelf. So do you think Bandai says if the high grade doesn't fly off the shelf, the master grade won't as much as like a reprint would be? Because they probably
I can see that.
You think all Bandai gets all records, I should say, of sales when it comes to?
I'm sure, yeah, it trickles down back to them through the distributors.
Yeah. Well, not just that. There's even sites or companies that go out for, like, for example, to bring it back to video games real quick. There's something called the Fumetsu sales, and they'll actually chart the sales for every video game per week, and you can see how well a game is sold and what's the top 10, whatnot. I'm pretty sure Bandai probably has the same thing where it says, here's all of the kits that we released this week, and here's the sales that they're reporting from the store.
What I'm talking about is like, I'll go in Barnes and Nobles and buy a kit. The high grade. You think that somehow gets back to Bandai?
It might, but I bet Bandai doesn't care about Barnes and Noble per se. I bet they probably care more about the distribution amount that they sent out for that kit and how much of ask for more is coming from the stores. So I bet Barnes and Noble said, hey, we sold like 6 of your kits and whatnot, and Bandai's like, well, that's cool, we're just trying to branch out, use you as a branch out feature to probably get more people into Gundam and probably go to like more hobby stores or directly from us, especially P Bandai. Oh, we're salivating to see if you can purchase stuff from us. But I don't think, I think Barnes and Noble's more of a, we're trying to get people's attention over us, especially since it's always in the manga section, right? Like, hey, you guys are weebs, you like anime and manga, you like big giant robots, Gundam stuff. I mean, Gundam and Call of Duty.
The Bandai section has been super small for the last year. It's like dwindling down at my Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah,
they might have like 1-2 kits max.
They had one good kit I wanted. They had the Master Grade Sananju Stein OVA version. So it's not the Verka, it was the OVA box, one that you never see. Right, I wanted to get it just so I can have the box. I actually wasn't going to build it. I was probably going to give it to you, Coop, for a birthday present. But when I came back to buy it, somebody had already swiped it, and ever since then, Barnes Noble has always had just stuff, just Gundams.
Just Jagans.
Yeah, just Jagans.
But you can find a deal every now and then at Barnes and Noble. I found, and with Barnes and Noble too, if they don't have it, they can call and they can ship it from any United States, any Barnes and Nobles from the United States for free. They'll get there because I ordered 3 kits from Barnes and Nobles: the full armored Unicorn RG and 2 Transformer kits, which were both the Transformer kits were Barnes and Noble exclusives, right? The Shattered Glass and the Shattered Glass Prime and the Nemesis Prime. They were able to go to their site, find out who had it. One was in Kentucky, one was in Florida, and one was in somewhere else. And they shipped it to my Barnes and Nobles, which is right down the street. And it took like 5 days. It came in their next order, and I had it. So if you're on Barnes and Noble's website and you see a kit that you want, but it's not at your store, broaden that.
For desk.
Yeah, broaden that. What is that called? The range. See how far, 100 miles, search radius, and see, because they could be able to tell. but they have some good kits every now and then.
Every now and then.
Especially if you've been looking for.
No,
go ahead. What you wish? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I wish though that we had more of those small corner stores that are like, hidden and just like speakeasies for hobbyists. Like, because in Japan, I was seeing pictures of just like there's shops underneath,
hobby shops everywhere,
in like little tiny corners of the Japan where you could no one would expect a hobby shop to be here, but you open it and some dude has a bunch of Kamen Rider collection stuff, right? And he had like the 1985 limited edition Kamen Rider prop belt, stuff like that, and he was selling, and you're just like, cheese. Like, I wish there was stuff like this in the US.
I'm going to California in 3 weeks, and when I go down there, I always hit up Little Tokyo, Little Japan, and that's what it's like down there. Like, you walk down an alley, and there's a whole bunch of different Gundams and model shops. I seen you guys in the videos all the time, but like, I'm in like heaven. But I agree. I wish there was more of those. Like, every time I go to a new city, that's the first thing I look like, Gundam shops.
Let me ask y'all this though. What would y'all be looking for? I know it's kits you haven't seen in a while. Is it just the experience of being in there? It's just a kit you haven't seen in a while. Like, there's no kit that's on our radar, right?
There's kits on my radar. On your radar? There's kits on my radar. Yeah.
P Bandai or something, or
older kits too. Yeah. If we exclude the P Bandai stuff, like there's a couple.
I mean, if I walked into the store and seen a 1/100 E-Free, instant buy.
Yeah, or if I walk into a store and see even the high metal R, AWAC Valkyrie E from Macross, that's an instant cop. That's like $200 some odd, but I have it specially away just in case, just so I can go in there and slap it on the desk and say, "Hey, you get that for me, please, thank you, bye." And then
damn,
that'd be good. Do you have the Metal Build Epion, Coop? Did you ever get that?
No, I didn't.
If you walk into the store and they had the Metal Build Epion and they were like $60.
$60.
Oh, $60. Oh yeah.
Like $80. You telling me?
Oh yeah.
They could tell me 150. They'll tell me
the shop I went to last year. They had it on hold.
Yeah,
I sent you a picture, but I'm going there again. So,
but that's
there's something in there.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, like, that's a figure I missed out on. That's something I'm mad at. I missed out on it. Right. It is what it is. It's not coming back around, right? I pump fake.
And Coop, I'll add on to why I would like a store. It for example, I want a Master Grade Zeta Plus C1, right? The blue box. People have sent me links to several websites I can purchase it at, right? But the thing is that I kind of want to physically find it. I want to be out in the wild and be in a store and just physically, oh, there it is. There's the grail. Like that feeling you get when you find something in person physically, you can pick up, you can look at it and just be, the search is over. Yeah, it's like pulling the sword from the stone or something, or like having the one ring in your possession. Sure, I could have took the Eagles to get it there and paid the shipping to drop it in, but the journey physically was what I enjoyed about it.
Now that's what makes me still go out and do Coop's Corner. Just maybe find something and stumble upon something. But I don't think if I went to an all kit, if I went to a store that sold collectible kits, older kits, and like even the kits we have now, what kit I would cop? I don't know. I don't know if there's a collectible kit that I want right now. Maybe
if it take you that long,
no. Yeah. If the collector in me, if I could just get these kits as a collector, will be the Endless Waltz high grades from back in the day, the 144 scales, the ones that have like the, y'all know what a box art I'm talking about.
Yep.
Is that like that RE
and the heavy arms?
I don't think I've seen the original box.
Yeah,
no, I've seen them. I don't remember. Yeah, you're right. I've seen them. I just don't remember. Because in my mind, I'm just thinking of the RE1100 Serpent.
Yeah,
the 1/100 scale Serpent that kept coming out.
Somebody got it right here, actually.
Remember when we were predicting we were going to get a Master Grade Serpent? Remember those days?
Well, because we was looking at the damn that daggone
leak list
decal sheet. It was a decal sheet.
Decal leaks.
It was a decal sheet, that had Marty May's
May,
daggone. It had her
Mhm.
decals on it. Like, why would they give us a decal for a kit that's not we can't get? It'd be odd. But these for the people out there that's watching on YouTube, if I go into like a hobbies model kit shop and I could get these fairly in good condition.
Oh, I know these. Yeah, I remember
got
these.
the Heavy Armors box.
Of course you would, but I will get all. I will get all. I think there is an Endless Targies 3 too. I think there's a Targies 3, but this would be sick in the Gundam Wing collection. So man, oh man.
I gotta say, man, I don't know why, but I've just kind of fallen out of love with Gundam Wing. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I like a couple of the designs, and I kind of like the anime aesthetic, but I can never watch the show. I tried watching it again. I just couldn't. I couldn't get through it.
Gundam Seed movie's coming on Netflix. Cooper, are you watching it?
Oh shit.
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah,
we'll get back to you, Austin, on that though.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
We'll get back to you. Yeah, we'll get back to you saying that. Yeah, that's
we have a meeting. We'll have a meeting. We'll have a meeting with the executive.
That's pretty crazy though. Gundam Wing is that's something we could talk about too. Some replay value.
I was going to say that's a different episode.
Yeah, that might go, but we can make it quick though. I mean, it'd be a great segment, right? Like we could. That's a quick segment. What do you think has the best replay value?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Unicorn.
Unicorn, yeah, Unicorn, hands down.
The Unicorn is up there.
Especially, go ahead.
Well, Unicorn. I guess so. Unicorn definitely has OVAs. The OVAs.
I would say it's definitely Unicorn. I like Unicorn because it's essentially it's a go to the place to get the thing, to go to another place to get the other thing, to go to a place, but it's not like generic laid out. It's like a actual entertaining racetrack journey that all ties together into a pretty good ending. Like what's those? It's like those classic serials that used to come on in the late 80s or early 90s, but it's like played out serials. Indiana Jones, Johnny Quest, stuff like that, where it's like, you get a map to the treasure and you have to go on a trek to find it, and you meet people along the way that kind of change the hero's perspective and journey, and by the end of the journey he's a different person. It's one of those classic tales. So I think Unicorn probably has the best replay value out of them.
If you watched me and Austin's episode of the review of Seed, I admit to myself that Unicorn is my favorite Gundam series. It's number one. It has cemented itself as number one.
Yeah.
I said Wing for nostalgia, but then I had to be honest with myself, and it's Unicorn.
I don't know, man. That's a good. Believe me, Unicorn is good, right? Believe me, it is. But when is the last time you ran that 8th MS team back though?
8th MS team is top 5.
When is the last time you ran it back?
This year. I watched it this year.
You, Austin? When was the last time you ran that 8th MS team back?
Just a little bit late last year. I think I've told you guys that my friend let me borrow the DVDs. He let me borrow it again, so I watched it again. It's still up there, definitely. It's funny because
can we get a quick top 5 before we get out of here?
Oh yeah,
Wing, Unicorn, 8th MS team, Wing, Unicorn.
Hold on.
Yeah, write this down. Write this down. Wing.
So we got Coop. So Wings 1.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Unicorn.
Uh-huh.
8th MS team. IBO. And to round it off, which move right into it, at number 5 is 83.
Stardust Memory. Huh?
83 is it. Stardust Memories is definitely in there.
Austin?
You go ahead, Coop. I need time.
Oh, me?
Me? Yeah, CD, go ahead.
I'm right. Unicorn.
Okay.
And then we're going to go with...
Put in the comments, people, what's your top 5 real quick.
Wing. All right.
This is stand on business top 5. This is your stand
Eighth
on
MS
business.
team.
8th MS team.
Seed.
Seed.
IBO.
IBO. Alrighty. For me,
You know
it's
what
gonna be. Oh, good.
You know what these lists too, like we talked about before, it's never the top 5. It's always who is left out on the bubble, who's on the fringe. That's the real conversation, because you want to know who might get into that tournament. Somebody been left out.
Oh, dude, you should.
NCAA
We should do a
playoffs.
top 3s in that. In that case, top 3s.
Ooh, top 3s.
Yeah, because then you
give me your top 5. I can do a 3. I can give you.
Okay.
A
I got my 3. My top 5 are my top 3.
Okay,
right.
that order?
I went in order. I went in order.
Got you.
If I do top 3, Unicorn, Wing, Seed.
Unicorn, Wing, and Seed. All right, dope. All right.
After Austin gets done, we got some explaining to do with CD. We got some explaining to do, CD.
Give me your 5.
Already. All right, Seed.
Oof.
Is 1.
Real quick, Austin. I'm sorry. When we say seed, when y'all say seed, y'all lumping in the movie with Destiny?
No, just the first series.
Just the first series.
Not Destiny and
Seed
not
as
the
a whole.
movie. So, do you want to do
Seed as a whole?
Seed as a whole. You don't have to
dang.
think just Seed and Seed Destiny.
Oh, damn, that's tough then.
Include the movie, because I'm including Endless Waltz and Wait. Yeah.
Oh,
Endless Waltz and narrative is in the movie in universe. I'm including those.
Oh man, that makes it a little bit tougher than for me because I didn't like narrative, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Destiny.
Seed's 1.
No, I was gonna say, you know what? No, the good stuff outweighs it. So no, I'm gonna say Seed 1 with everything. So that's the movie and Destiny. 2 is gonna be Unicorn. Alrighty. 3 is gonna be the OG series. So OG. 4 is gonna be 8th MS team. Already. And 5 is going to be Witch from Mercury.
He had to stand on that one. He don't want to put it at 5, but he has to stand on that one because
I remember too. I was thinking of it. What parts of it do I remember? I was like, 1, I remember these two making fun of me. No, I'm messing with you. No, it's the only Yuri romance mecha anime I remember watching.
And that's your style too. And that's your style.
Yeah, that's just who I am. So Witch from Mercury. Yeah, after
now,
that, I mean,
here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Here's a question for both of y'all. Y'all top 3. I mean, y'all top 3, right? How we went top 3. If they all, could you survive if they said only build those kits?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You'd be able to.
Oh yeah.
You'd be able to eat.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
Unicorn, Seed, and Wing.
Dude, Unicorn, Seed, and Wing.
I could survive off Seed.
Austin's eating because he put the original in there.
Yeah, OG. I'll never be starved. Yeah, that's a lot. That's Zeta. Should we separate Zeta and
yeah. The OG is the first 3. Is Armoro.
First
the
3?
Armoro.
Okay. Then let's go.
Taking OG out. Taking 79 out.
I think I'll swap it with, because I like Zeta a little bit more than the OG, but I also like. I've actually been watching Double Zeta, and I have kind of respect for it. You know what? I guess I will go with no. You know what? No, I'll stick with the OG. Stick with just Amuro. Well, Zeta's nice, but I think I enjoyed dang. No, that's tough, man.
No,
that's tough. Okay, no. Let's go with Zeta. Let's go with Zeta. We'll take OG out and we'll go Zeta.
See,
can I make a revision? Zeta? Can I make a revision?
Yeah. Make one. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take 5. Let's move Stardust Memory out. I'm sorry. That's right at that's sitting right at 6. And I'm going Origins in there at 5.
Origins.
Oh, okay. Origins. Okay. Origins. Got you.
We all had Unicorn in the top 3.
Yeah, I had Unicorn top 3. Yeah. So Unicorn by statistics then would be the winner.
Yeah, 100% across the board. I'm really shocked, CD. You got C in your top 3 without IBO. You need to go back and watch IBO. Is Seed better than IBO?
You need to finish Seed.
Okay, but is Seed better than IBO?
Yes.
Flat out for IBO to. Okay.
To me, or are you saying?
No, don't hit me with that. To me, Don't hit me with that to me.
You said
Don't
to
hit
me,
me
so
with-
I'm asking you. To me,
Okay, no.
You
In
said to
general,
me?
is C
Yes.
better than?
I was
clearly,
thinking,
That's what we
if
had
it's
to talk.
3,
dude, I was thinking about this, believe it or not, all day today. Not all day, but I was thinking this for a good portion of time at work. I was thinking of I was wondering, because I just was sitting in my mind just thinking, why do I not like Mizuki? What's his name? The guy from
Mikazuki.
IBO? Mikazuki.
Yeah.
Why do I not like him as much as Kira? Like, I was trying to rack my brain because Mikazuki
I
should
want to
be.
assume. I
Mhm.
want to assume Austin, because it's not just typical militarized series. Which for Mercury is a school, and it's at 5 for you. I think outside of it, like 8th MS team and Stardust Memories being boots on the ground, you are a military guy, right? You like your background is military, and you can look at your list. Your list has almost all the military aspects outside of what Thunderbolt is probably close to being up there for you.
Thunderbolt's so close, dude. Thunder.
I know.
You know what?
See?
If eighth MS, no, I'm sorry. If Zeta, nah, I can't. You see, that's the problem. I can't move anything from this list I already have. I can't.
Which for
Because
Mercury,
Thunderbolt is 6. No, I do like Witch for Mercury. It's the only romance I actually kind of like in all of Gundam. Because Gundam doesn't really write good romances, except for
the romance
C.
between
but that's
the
because
romance
the
between
point.
EO though, EO and Old
No,
Girl?
that's why he's in the top 5. He's one of the few good ones. That's why he's up in the top 5. There's nowhere.
That's
for else to go.
Thunderbolts.
Oh no, EO doesn't have a good romance. No,
Yeah, he does.
no, he has a great relationship
No.
with the redhead chick. But you
And
mean
then,
the blonde hair captain?
the blonde. What's her name?
I mean, looking at our list,
Oh
we
no, that
have
romance is toxic
at least
as
3 of
hell.
the 5 the same, so we all have similar tastes. But then there's 1 or 2 outliers. Me and Austin have 4 of the 5 the same, and then you, me, and Coop all have at least 3 of the 5. So,
So where am I?
it all comes down to C.
Origins. That's the crazy part.
Origins.
That's the crazy part. So is C's replay value better than IBO's replay value?
Coop, you have Stardust. Austin,
no,
you have
Stardust
Zeta.
Stardust is out.
Stardust is out. Origin.
For
Yes,
Origins.
Yes,
So
Origins.
you have Origins. Austin has Zeta, and I have the same thing as everybody else. I have the same thing as Coop except for C.
Seed is
IBO's
not in
4 on
mine.
your
I
list,
mean,
right?
for me,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's only 1 spot lower on mine. 8th MS is above that. Seed is
Yeah,
third.
which is good. With 8th MS is above that. Unicorn is above IBO, and Gundam Wing is above IBO. Which makes
IBO
sense.
is the only thing I don't have on my list. Like if it was in the top 10, it wouldn't even be in the top 10, which is crazy.
For
which makes sense. IBO, because like I said, Austin's a more military guy.
But IBO is militaristic. It's a PMC. It's a private military company.
Yeah, but it's not just standard. What's the word I'm looking for? Ensign. It's not
top
just,
10
it's
is
not
C.
just
Even on your list,
Admiral.
Coop?
I have to
Or
for
you
only
have to
the
watch
top
it.
10.
You would have to
finish.
watch
I'm only
it.
like top 10 episodes in.
And honestly, Coop, I don't think you're gonna finish. I don't think you can.
I watch it.
Brother,
I watch it.
Man, it's just so. I don't think you'll like it at all. It's just not. And you know what's crazy? CD. Speaking of that, we released a review. We got a comment already. I think it's from Astra GT, and he was talking about how he didn't like the movie. It was 1 out of 4, and that's because he loved it earlier as a kid, but as he grew up, he just grew out of it, right? And I think that for a lot of Gundam fans, especially when they're younger, Seed kind of either sticks or doesn't stick. And even the reviews that came out for Seed after our review shows a lot of people either loved it or hated it. It's a very polarized movie. And I think, Coop, you're that group that if you were younger, you would have probably liked it. But as you got older and more into different things, I think
it all depends. It all depends, because think about it like this. What came out around that time was 00. I like 00.
Yeah. I like
the time that 00 came. The time that 00 and C came out. Right, I would have been the same age, which means I like 00. I might have liked C, but after finish it, I'm not a big fan of.
I don't think you're gonna like it.
Retelling though.
I don't think you're gonna like it either. But that's the riff though, is that I didn't like 00. I actually just didn't like 00. I liked the second season more than the first, but
of 00.
All in all, 00, yeah. I like the second season more than the first, because I think the second season had, and I like the twist at the end of the first season. Like that actually brought me back into it. But the second season, I thought there was more interesting stuff going on with characters. Like the one villain girl that lived, that redhead chick that her other brothers died, and she was just left working with the other chick that was kind of throwing the outskirts.
Like yeah.
Right. My issue was that storyline ended up going nowhere. Like there were so many interesting threads to go places, and a lot of them just ended up in dead ends, which I was like,
what's crazy is just the fact of like y'all just omitted like Origins. Y'all need to go back and watch Origins, man.
Origins is a great movie. I think,
Gundam movie, 6-part movie.
Yeah, but I never even felt like it's definitely a Gundam movie, and obviously, right? In Gundam,
is it? You don't.
But it's more of a
you're not put it in the. When you say Gundam movie, it's not in the category of endless waltz and narrative. It's not.
No. I mean, like it's. I mean, as in, it is a Gundam thing. It is. It has the word Gundam on it. You go purchase it. Yeah. No, I mean, like it's definitely a Gundam story. It's just for me, it felt more like a character study of this one person. That's everything happening around him and how he acts, which is fine. Those are good movies. It's just not what I was looking for in a Gundam title. Well, I mean, I love character studies, but I want a little bit more political intrigue, drama, world building, and setting, stuff like that, to be more the forefront of not only just that character, but also. No. It's definitely world building and stuff like that, but it's world building in a sense of stuff I already kind of had an idea with. I want something a little bit fresh, a little bit newer. For me, I felt like it was telling a tale I knew the end of.
Well, yeah, the same way with what you call it, right? You like the prequels to Star Wars 1, 2, and 3?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, then that makes sense.
But no. I mean, it was okay movies. I didn't think they were bad. When I watched them when I was younger, I kind of liked them, but I didn't watch them for the story. Definitely, I definitely watched them for the explosions when I was a kid. When the dropship came in Clone Wars and that whole fight scene,
if you want to tell someone go watch it for the fighting, I'm telling them not go watch.
Oh yeah, I'm not telling them to watch anybody, but if somebody wants
different type of movies.
Yeah, but I'm telling somebody, if somebody's like, "Yo, I'm getting into Gundam, what should I watch?" I'm telling them to go watch Origins first. I'm telling them to go watch Origins first.
And you know what? This is kind of tricky because even though it's a good launching off point, Origins is a different universe than the OG.
It is. But you get at least a better
sense of Char. Yeah,
correct. And I think the aspect of Char in that universe is it close to 100%? Is it 100%?
It crosses over to the OG series pretty darn closely. I would be surprised.
I don't know. If you watch
you'd be like, this Char in this other series is a completely different person. Like, no, they're very much the same person.
They're very much the same. So you will have to figure outside of like why the colony drop and stuff like that. I think Armoro getting like all of that, but get in for hell, even for Armoro, I think because you don't get a telling of Armoro in the original series, right? Not that I can remember, to where like why was he at side 7? I know he lived there, but why was he approaching the base to be in that area where the Zaku's were, right? That first 2 episodes, Armoro was in the area, but the Origins tells you, well, he found out his dad was in the military and he rode up to it. So it kind of put it out there, hindsight 2020 type of thing.
Yeah, I think like the first 2 episodes of the original series, he knew his dad was at the base, but I think he was going to find his dad, but they didn't say exactly, they didn't tell all of like everything explained all the way out. So no, I mean, if you go watch Origins, you definitely get a far better insight into the original series, and I think you would be ready to watch the original series, especially if you watch Origins first. It's just there's going to be small things here and there you're going to have to just omit out of your head, be like, I guess that was different.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I can remember is the colony drop. Might be the only one, but then but I don't know for y'all when y'all's list. I don't know if Austin.
It's crazy that you're saying y'all's list. We have one different.
We have one different. Yeah.
I know, but the one that's different, the one that's different, right? That's what makes me like Witch from Mercury. You will watch a series of Witch from Mercury. If somebody says pick these 2 before Stardust Memory.
Yeah,
Stardust.
I did not like Stardust Memory. I thought the action was good, but I thought all the characters in it were absolute pudding. They were some of the most infuriating, annoying, upsetting terrible written dialogue and just annoying personalities to be around. I honestly couldn't get through Stardust Memory. I had to sit down 3 times to listen to this stupid, little, inthoughtful, idiotic gunshot hoe pilot just not listen to one freaking order of don't go out without the space kit. No, I have to go. Why? To prove myself. Nobody cares. You're good. You're in combat. This is not the time for you to start winning petty parties, my guy. What's wrong with you? And then she's like, I dated Gato. Oh, okay. Bang. Shoot him in. What's the point? I'm not going to stop the world from blowing up from the apocalypse because you have a relationship issues, which clearly you do because I don't know what we are. So I'm sorry.
The first few episodes of, not few episodes, up to GPO 3 introducing of Stardust Memories was good. Like the GPO 1 and the like, yo, let's fight it out. Let's fight it out for the we'll do paintball winner. That the winner gets the suit. That was good. I like Burning, Lieutenant Burning, right? I like the story that old boy who had the mobile armor and he built the mobile armor. He had one arm. Kelly, he was like, yo, I got one arm. I made this out. Oh, that's good, but you ain't piloting it. It was like, nah, I'm piloting this shit, man. I don't know about y'all. It was good all the way up to that GPO 3.
Gato is the only redeeming part of that show for me. Gato is I will follow a story with. It could have been about Gato. I would have rather followed Gato because to see a man lose everything but still have the conviction to go through with something, a plan, even a futile one, but still have the conviction, and then convincing his men at the end that we're doing this for a purpose. Yeah, one that's lost, but one that still lives in us that's worth fighting for. That's powerful, right? Compared to a guy who's like, I'm got to prove that I'm pretty good, and then learns not that he doesn't have to prove himself, and that it just goes down to the typical. You know what the Stardust Memory made are the friends along the way. Like no, like dude, like, no,
One Piece.
Yeah, right. And he just like, oh, I have to not be arrogant. It follows literally the Top Gun motif down to like the and Top Gun is my favorite movie of all time. So when I see movies try to emulate Top Gun and not get to the exact heights that a Top Gun received, I get pissed because I'm like, why'd you try? But I'm gonna put that to a side. That's that even without that, the character and just the dialogue writing was so bad. Now, granted, I did listen to the dub before the sub, so it might have tainted my idea of it. But when I listened to the sub, I just But anyway, sorry. That's Stardust Memory is not on the list.
But that's what. So you rather watch which from Mercury?
Yes.
And
yes.
What's the 3? What's the 3 that stands out? I got Origins. Austin has which from Mercury. And
no, my top
your
3.
CD? No.
Oh, the stand out.
Mine would have been Seed, but me and Austin have Seed in the same. So the only difference between me and Austin's list is he has
IBO.
Zeta, I have
which
IBO.
from Mercury? Yeah, and IBO. That's the only difference. Yeah. I have
and
Zeta.
Then,
Zeta was the only difference between all y'all. Zeta and Witcher Mercury. That's all I have.
Me and you, Coop, we both have Wing, we both have Unicorn, we both have.
I think Austin and I are the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin, Seed.
Yep.
You have
Austin has
Seed, Zeta, and Witcher Mercury. I have 3 different from Coop.
And then 2 different from. So me and Austin we're the closest in proximity, but the furthest away in Gundam style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. So when it comes to replay value, man, that's a tough one though, man. I don't know. Like I tried to do I watched Origins recently. 8th MS team is always going to the replay value of 8th MS team is probably the best out of all of them.
You know what's great about 8th MS team too? I'm sorry, Coop, real quick. You can even turn down the value on 8th MS team. Even turn down the value. Actually, I recommend watching Stardust Memory without any value. But if you either one of those, you could turn down and watch it, and the animation is so good.
The animation of Stardust Memory in 8th MS team is immaculate.
Both is fantastic. I'm sorry, Coop, continue.
No, but I think out of my list though, right? 8th MS team is number 1 when it comes to replay value.
Okay.
30-minute episodes, 12-minute a piece. Unicorn is good, But there's some parts of Unicorns like OVA episode, OVA 2, 20 minutes in, you're like, damn, like you still got about 5 more OVAs to go, and an hour long OVAs.
Well,
the replay, I mean, it has to, for me, it has to be kind of like I get it all right now.
Are we talking about replay value in sense of you enjoying the series to watch again, or just how much time you have to invest to watch it? Because if we're talking about like time and hassle, then I mean, if we're talking about just pure hassle, then most of these shows, I think Unicorn's the only thing really worth rewatching because it's only 6 episodes. I mean, Seed is plus Destiny in the movie is 100.
I think the totality of it all, it will go into replay value, like animation, voice, the fight scenes, the drama, the length of the series. Gundam Wing is good. I could watch Gundam Wing once a year, once every 2 years on a rerun. With 8th MS Team, I could probably watch it once a month. No lie. On Hulu and run it.
But that's more of just 8th MS Team just being literally a shorter series. Like physically,
yeah, but Stardust Memories is a 13 episode series. I'm not going to watch that once a month.
Why not?
Animation, because the story of this Stardust Memory story isn't as good for me. Like you said, like I said earlier, up to a certain point, it's like, all right, Joe, come on. Yeah, after like Burning died and he runs off and he comes back and he's like, I got full Vernier. Like, all right, cool. But episode 1 of 8th MS Team to episode 12 with Miller's Report is fantastic all the way through. Because by episode 10, where you kind of might be getting kind of lamed out of it, you get the Easy 8 in a goof fight. And you're like, golly, that was great. And then you get the post war of, you know, them looking for Shiro and Aina. And it's overall the replay value of 8th MS Team is probably number 1. Out of y'all list,
so why is it not higher on your list?
Because of everything else that goes into it. I like the kits better. I like the nostalgia better of Unicorn, not nostalgia of Wing. I like the kits, animation, and drama of Unicorn better than 8th MS Team.
So what you're saying is that you would have an easier time rewatching 8th MS Team physically. I mean, just sitting there watching, but you would enjoy your time more with watching Wing.
Correct.
And Unicorn.
Unicorn, if somebody was like, you got 10 days off, go watch a series, cool. I'm watching Wing or Unicorn, right? If somebody's like, yo, you got 3 days off, go watch a series, I'm probably going to start with 8th MS Team, and then what I got at IBO, maybe?
And then Origins,
yeah. Or then I'll probably go 8th MS Team, Origins. It all depends on, you know, how much time is allotted. Because Origins,
if time wasn't the answer, what's the one? If there was
time wasn't it,
yeah.
If there was no time, it would probably be Wing. Most likely
because you genuinely just love everything about Wing.
Yeah, it'll probably be Wing. But like Wing, when Hero starts going back and past, you know, going by and saying apologize to everybody, killed them, it's like
it lulls a bit there. Yeah,
he's
not in the suit. He's just
yeah, exactly. And then you got Unicorn, like I said, episode 2, OVA 3, when he's going through. See, that's right, but when he's in the desert, man, it's like, God,
in the crash land.
Yeah,
when they crash land, and it's like, golly. 8th MS Team, there is no low. It's like, let's go. IBO, they have some, and Origins.
IBO, I think, had like 2 lulls, but they were short-lived, and they didn't really equate to the story too much. It was kind of like the low, and then it's kind of moving
like
on.
filler almost. And then Origins, the first 2 movies is like the first 2. Once Shard goes and he's like, I made the commitment, I'm going on, you know, when he gets to the academy, moving forward, Origins picks the hell up.
That's why I was saying I think those first 2 movies could have been condensed into one. Like there's some like in the new format of how we're making shows these days, where they're hour-long episodes instead of 30-minute episodes. If like 8th MS Team had hour-long episodes, I don't know if it would work as well as like if Unicorn had 8 hour-long episodes. Like if Unicorn had hour-long episodes, you can see a tale being told to that actually pretty well. like 2 episodes of Unicorn combined together would actually flow pretty well. But like an 8th MS team, since it's so episodic, it really does need those part separations, almost like you're watching like for example, people like watching The Mandalorian. That was episodic, and I think every one of those episodes were 30 to 40 minutes long.
45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, like if you stretch those out 15 more minutes, like I think Unicorn would have a easier time handling that extra time than 8th MS team would. But then again, I could be wrong. You know, they could have given probably just more impactful character moments in 8th MS team that allow people to sit and just absorb like more emotion.
Man, I know we talked.
We went over. Yeah.
No, we're not stopping this train. We're not stopping this train, people. We're not stopping this train. Well, how much time you got left, CD? You good on time?
Yeah.
Just real quick. What series you wish had a side series? More of a side series to watch. 8th MS thing would probably be mine. Outside of the main ones, right? Like, you know how we watch like the lore videos, and we talked about the lore, and you got Shin Matsunaga, what in the White Dingoes in Australia. What series? I know AOZ probably for Austin, but what series out of your top 5 you could go, damn, it has to be AOZ for Austin if you got Zeta in the top 5. But
right.
When you're like, yo, I would like to see more of this character. I want to see, or like basically a side character having his own story. Like if you read Thunderbolts,
a Benager 2 years removed from the end of Unicorn, between what happens between him and the narrative. Like how does it end up with the silver bullet and stuff?
Silver bullet suppressor, because he was using a Mark II, but a white Mark II with a modified arm in the book. So what happened to that?
Give me that.
Yeah,
that'd be good. Oh man,
me be AOZ.
Yeah, probably be AOZ.
I even fight it.
Mine is pretty difficult, man, because I would like to see more of a story of Full Frontal, right? Like an origins version of Full Frontal story, like the person they picked, things like that. How he became Full Frontal, how he passed and beat out Zoltan. I want to see him and Zoltan in the same room, right? Like a younger version of almost a Shar and Garma. Yeah, right. Almost like a Shar and Garma type vibe to it. I don't really want to see a teardrop memory animation. Maybe. I mean, I guess maybe for the suits.
We have to see how that ends.
Yeah. 8th MS team would be pretty dope. I think I think a side story of like Karen and maybe the 7th unit, the 6th unit, the 5th unit. They were the 8th unit, so maybe the 7th unit I think was just all GMs. I think so.
Or just watching the Doctor actually make more ground Gundams would be pretty dope. Like
something like that. I think that would probably be it. I mean, I don't think anything else. IBO. And Origins IBO, I don't know. I don't need to see like a McGillis side story.
We're getting an IBO side story that no one asked for already. So.
Yeah. So
I
would probably go a Full Frontal side story.
Okay.
A full frontal side story would be crazy.
It would be difficult for me because I guess it would have to be AOZ, because even though I do like Seed, all the side stories from Seed are already being told. There's a Stray, there's the Liberian Forest, there's Eclipse, there's Eclipse, there's a crap ton of Seed stuff. So it can't be that. Unicorn, right? No. And then Zeta, it'll have to be AOZ, because 8th MS team already gave me everything I wanted. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And then
I would like to see a little bit more of my boy that piloted the Goof. I would like to see, if anything, the Goof custom. I mean,
more combat from him.
Yeah, more storyline for him, like how he got the Goof custom and stuff like that.
Like those
Goof flight types. Yeah,
like those Age clips where like they go over like Shin Matsunaga, like how he became the White Wolf, and then how he, after the war, was like still protecting his Obby family. Or
just how like we was watching a video of when Shar. When it was like Catro, remember we was watching it? We was like, yo, this is the scene probably when he realized I gotta be, and it showed that scene of Shar in this. That was from the video game, I think. We was watching a dude break down Zeta. He showed a clip of Shard, and he's walking out with his Shard counterattack garb on. So I think something like that. Like let me get 3-4 episodes of Full Frontal, stealing the Shinaju, seeing the Stein, all of it. That would be crazy.
And to bring up what you said earlier, Coop, what's number 6 for you? I'm curious because I don't really know if there's anything else out there.
Let's see. Number 6. I'm trying to think about. There's a lot of series.
Because I can't think of anything else.
I guess technically would it be Stardust Memories, right? But I don't know now. Now after we broke it down, I think it was kind of recency bias. I recently was watching Stardust Memories, but I'm trying to think about what I have. I don't think 00. I might go Gundam. I might go OG Gundam, but I might go Build Fighters, Sayori and Reiji.
Okay.
I might go Build Fighters at 6.
Have you seen Build Fighters Re-Rise yet?
I've seen bits and pieces, not the
that there is actually a pretty good one. I recommend you check that one out. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon layout.
Are they coming out with a master grade of that kit that we just saw? With the wolf, the Zeta, the double Zeta with the lion head. The one I was like, yo, that looked like Gal Gaigar.
I think it's a metal build.
Metal build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's metal build. I don't think it's a master grade. Yeah. They made a black.
What's your 6, Austin?
Yeah, what's your
6?
What's up?
Yeah, no, I was going back and forth on this because I was thinking, it might have to be, Wing, because I like Endless Waltz so much, but dang, I think it's gonna have to be Wing because I can't go through IBO again. I can't go through Stardust Memory again. No, not that IBO is bad. I actually think IBO is a fun ride for most of it. And even I think IBO actually has interesting characters. Yeah, season 2. You know what? That's kind of a running theme with me. For some reason, the season 2 of all these shows were better for me. Like 00 season 2, I like better. IBO season 2, I like better. Wing season 2, I like better. The like just
movie 2.
Would I be wild if I said G Gundam for 6?
G Gundam. I actually like G Gundam. I actually do like G Gundam, but I don't know where to put it. It's been so long since I've seen it.
6?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not being like biased or anything, but I think there's other shows with other better fight scenes probably. And G Gundam is definitely a top 10 series. Don't get me wrong. It's a good Toonami series. I don't know if that age well.
Might go 6 G Gundam.
I don't know.
I have to see it again. I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna watch it again, but for right now, 6 G Gundam.
6 G Gundam. But you got to think about everything that is you put in G Gundam right now. 6.
I don't like Stardust Memory.
Thunderbolt. See, that's the thing. That's what I was just
guess. Thunderbolt
guess.
Would be 6.
Okay, I thought you was about to say you guess.
And you know that's where the trend breaks. I like the first season of Thunderbolt more than the second season. So
I was about to say that. That's the only reason. But if you go back and watch movie 2 of Thunderbolt, it's not as bad,
it's not bad.
As originally going through. Like the guy scene is actually really good.
I actually like the second season. I just don't like it as much as the first season.
As the first
season, in my opinion, is the superior one.
Yeah. Thunderbolts. See, that's what I'm saying. Like some stuff we gotta let go. I understand Wing is nostalgic, and they got the ring, and that's why I said replay value for me is going to be 8th MS Team, Unicorn, and then Wing. That's just me.
And that's what I told Austin. I was like, Wing was what got me into Gundam. Unicorn is like what brought my love back for Gundam. Seed was in that middle stretch, but I remember a little bit of G Gundam in there holding me down too, and that's why
this Gundam. Last question. I know I keep saying last question. Gundam Wing has the best music to scene, and like as a series, like when you see when them two Leos backed up and hit Death Scythe Hell, and Rhythm and Motion dropped.
That's a tough one, man.
I don't know about
anything to the orchestra of Unicorn. Even
but that orchestra is pretty damn good. Yeah.
But
I
that's
hear that shit,
But that's like
and I automatically look at a unicorn kid I want to build.
I
When I
feel
hear
you, but that's
wing
usually
song, I don't want to go build a wing kid. I just want to watch it.
yeah.
So
But the unicorn one is like almost like it's intro music, like it is like him coming out like in wrestling, right? When you hear that music, you know the unicorn is coming somewhere. It's coming soon, right? When you hear
Exactly.
what was that? Stardust Memories, when he was doing the Vernier. I mean, finally got the Vernier and was fighting. I was like, oh, that's good, but I don't know if it beats out like when Rhythm and Motion or Just Communication drops midway through a scene, and you're like, damn, that's tough.
Best, so, I mean, I'll say Wing has best intro outro. I'll say best intro Wing.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah,
Most iconic intro.
The most iconic. Oh yeah, for sure, hands down.
Yeah. Oh, definitely most iconic. Yeah.
If you held a gun to my hand and told me pick one to listen to, I don't know, that Stardust Memory soundtrack,
Dude,
Magic by Jacob Wheeler. I'm telling you, that intro, the season 1 intro, or the first few episodes, the intro and the outro of Stardust Memories, overall Wing, because the Just Communication, Rhythm and Motion, and then the outros.
Before we go, how important is the intro to make the show? Because I've just gotten back. I just now started rewatching intros, and I used to judge shows off intros.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal for me.
Austin,
it has to
hit. You've seen Kaiju number 8, right?
Yes. I don't like
Have
the
you
intro.
Watched the intro?
No, yeah, I'm not a big fan.
They got the Shonen Jump bag on the intro. I have never seen an intro that is that, like, they spent as much as the show costs. It's on the intro.
That outro is far better, but that's because I like the music.
I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of the outro though. I'm not a big. I'm only a fan of Kaiju number 8's music when he's about to hit something. Whatever song that is in the background when he's warming up when he's cocking that fist back. That's the only time I like the music.
I mean, I agree with you. And also, I mean, just to say, I mean, Seed has the best music in all of Gundam, hands down. But moving on.
Shit.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Seed. We had top 5 underrated. We had underrated.
We'll bring 5 tracks. No. Do it. Let's make it interesting. Bring 7 tracks. Yeah, for 7 tracks from your favorite series. I'll bring 7 tracks from my favorite series. And CD, you bring 7 tracks from your series, and we'll have a showdown. 7. So that way the intro and outro are out because you only got first season, second season. That's 4. You got to bring 2 other dope tracks.
I got everything. I got everything. I know. But I'm just thinking
from your favorite series. I'm just because you have Wing, Austin has Seed, I have Unicorn.
Yeah,
I think you out, CD. You know that. You know the Unicorn soundtrack ain't gonna hold up. You know that Unicorn.
I think you only got like 3 or 4 songs.
That's it.
But Wing,
that's fine.
I'm just gonna. We're not playing it right now, right? We're not playing it right now.
I'm just gonna put down this small fact. Seed sold more albums than any other Gundam except for the OG. So
once we get past Rhythm and Motion, the big 3 is Seed.
Yeah, pick your 6.
Of Gundam Wing.
Or 7.
What's next?
What outside of what? Rhythm and Motion?
Yeah.
The big 3, Rhythm and Motion.
Just Communication.
Just Communication.
White. Is Last Impression. Endless Waltz. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and then you got Just Communication, White Reflection, Last Impression, Rhythm and Motion. That's 4, right? And then I'm not talking about like Wing Zero Touchdown, Heroes theme, Duos theme.
No, add those in. If you think those are good, add them in. Because I'll tell you, Seed's got nothing, especially Destiny. Destiny has nothing but bangers of orchestra, and I mean pipes all throughout.
Come on, CD. Hellraiser Returns. It's mobile.
It's decent. It's just
I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. Woo! Y'all, you don't. Okay, Austin. This is what you want to do, Jack.
Not
This is what you
now.
wanna do.
I keep on
I
saying.
know. I'm just saying.
Now.
I'm not now, but eventually down the line we're gonna go a versus, and I guess CD's probably gonna be the moderator because I don't know if CD's gonna be able. I don't know if Unicorn is gonna be able to
CD can
hold
throw
up,
in the
though.
towel. No. CD's got some. CD's got some. He's looking at it right now on Spotify. I'm
I
seeing
am.
those eyes. Those eyes are tracking.
I'm sure intro and outros though, for sure.
Too bad.
When it
We probably couldn't play it because of copyright, but
Oh yeah.
Off air.
Dang it. Yeah, off air then. Dang
we
it.
might just say hell with the copyright
Eat it.
at that point.
eat it. We want to
We
eat
might
that
just,
one.
yeah, that this is for the community. This is what the fans want. we
This
don't even,
happens
we're
right.
not even
It's
worried
what
about
y'all
it. Yeah, we're
asked
not even
for.
worried about the money. This is
We'll eat
yeah,
a-
we'll,
we'll eat a
we'll take
strike
the
for
hit
them.
for y'all. We'll take the hits for y'all. But woo, this could keep going. Man, oh man. This has been the holdover, people. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. New episode of the podcast is dropping Wednesday at 3:00. Every Wednesday at 3:00. It's been like that for 84 straight Wednesdays. So make sure y'all tune in with that. CD and Austin did their strike movie review. Is it spoilers? Let people know out there. Is it
Yes,
spoilers?
spoilers. Yes, there are definitely. Oh yeah,
We gave a whole review of the movie, scene by scene.
Y'all might have to
Pretty
come back
good.
with a movie. Y'all might have to drop one with no spoilers. Y'all might have to drop. You know how hard that is.
Yeah, that would be
You
really
know how
hard.
difficult.
Now we'll drop a review with you on there, Coop, after you watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, we
We'll
gotta
talk
bring you
about
on.
That guy, what?
Yeah.
It's
coming to
8th of
Netflix.
April. June.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's coming to
June,
Netflix
right?
next
June
week.
6th.
Or,
June 6th.
yeah, the week after.
Yeah. Can I run 50 episodes of Seed? Can I run 50 episodes of Seed?
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to if you want to watch this movie.
Do I have to watch Destiny?
Oh, and yeah, you are. So that's 102 episodes. 106. So,
Good night, Jack.
And
Okay.
Trailblazer.
but
Or
you
no,
can do
And
it.
Trailblazer.
But cool,
I
you
am
can
off.
do it.
I'm off for 4 days.
You can do it
I'm
though,
off.
because if I remember correctly, you're the guy who's going back and watching every episode of Kaiju Number 8 with the new one that comes
Right.
out. So you should be used to this
Coop's
by
watched
now.
Kaiju number 8 40 times by now. So
Yeah,
I was
yes, you should be used to
I
it
was
by
thinking
now.
about that shit earlier, right? I wonder if like Crunchyroll could be like, "Yo, who the hell is this guy?" Like just looking at
See the
just
spike?
looking at yeah,
single-handedly
like,
ruined
yeah,
Kaiju number 8.
every
Is Kaiju number 8 doing well in the when I log onto my site? It's like number 8. It's number 8.
It's fallen off. Yeah,
oh, it's gonna fall off.
Yeah, it's already fallen off, which is to be
What's
expected. It's
surprising?
mid-season.
Demon Slayer's back to number 1, but
Really?
yeah.
Demon Slayer's back
I
to
am-
number 1? I thought, wow.
I am reading Kaiju number 8 B side, B story, B team, B side, which is I'm only like at book 5. I think there's only 9 chapters out now, but chapter 5, and it's the first few chapters is how Hoshina, the vice captain, became part of the team.
Mm.
And they talked about that, of how he became part of the team and how he met the captain Mina. So if y'all have the Shonen Jump app, even if you don't, it's $3. It's that damn Big Mac meal that y'all buy every.
Or if you need the link,
Or if you need the link.
Or if you need the
If
link.
you can't afford Happy Meals. If you can only afford the
Free-
ice water,
that's probably the best subscription I got is the Shonen Jump app. For $3 a month, you get access to that library.
You know what's crazy is that it used to be cheaper. Shonen Jump I think was $1.99 when it first came out.
Yeah, when I first had it.
$1.99 a month for that whole library.
It used to be better. And what's crazy is it's still a good deal. $3.99 is still pretty damn good for all that manga.
It's $2.99. It's $2.99.
I'm sorry,
It's $2.99 right
Yeah.
$2.99 right now. But for all that manga, and I get that. And I was shout out to the
Support
homie
them
Ricky. I know.
because Shonen Jump's falling off. They got nothing to hold them up right now. All the shows is ending. So
Oh, all the big threes are gone.
they need the support.
Big threes are gone.
So-
Yeah. Naruto's gone. Bleach is kind of back, but not really. Then who's the other one?
This has been a
One Piece.
Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. That's still going. This has been a fun episode, people. Drop in the comments. Let's see y'all top 5 and what have the best replay value. I'm Coop. That's CD. Little Mama just walked by. Austin's down there as well. We're the Undergated, Never Underrated. Until next time, people. Enjoy y'all weekend. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day.
Peace.
Bye
Happy Memorial Day.
bye.